What's up guys, it's Zeno and welcome back to another YouTube video. First off, I want to apologize for sort of the lack of content lately. Just naturally in Destiny there hasn't been a whole lot of content coming, and I've been working on my montage, so that's taken up a lot of my time. I've spent about 15 hours on it, and it should be up later this week. So you see here, this is the first episode of a Noob's Journey, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically where I take you through my experiences going from a pretty sucky player to, a better player. I wouldn't say I'm the best. I'm nowhere close. But it's basically how the definitive points that I learned that will help you improve your game, especially if you're not that great at Destiny already. So, that being said, our first little subject of this series is mindset. Your mindset is key. Let's start with how I used to play before I mastered my mindset. I used to be the saltiest dog on the internet. I would die and I'd be like, oh, freaking hackers, freaking hackers. I blamed a lot of my failures on things that, I couldn't control. And that was kind of like a rationalization of why I wasn't doing well. By doing it, I was basically just, in my mind, pushing the blame onto something else, something that I was out of control of, something that could be blamed that I didn't have to worry about. It didn't hold me accountable for my, suckiness and lack of skill. And it kind of voided the need for me to improve because I was the best if only the tryhards would be a little less sweaty. And so you might have heard this before. It's called a fixed mindset. It basically means that whether it's subconscious or conscious, you see your skill or aptitude for anything, but in this case, Destiny, your ability to play competitive Destiny as kind of a static value, like I'm X good, and that's not changing, a constant that will not change. If you're anything like the old me, you probably get really salty and push your mistakes onto the MIDA or the meta. So you may want to listen up if that's you. The counterexample of a fixed mindset would be a growth mindset. So this is basically how you overcome that deadly fixed mindset and begin the path to growth. So someone with a growth mindset is going to take a failure or a loss or a misplaced grenade or a missed snipe as something totally differently. It's not going to be a, dang it, I just pressed the button wrong, or dang, the controller did that, or dang, the MIDA was staggering me. No, they're going to see it as an opportunity like, hey, maybe I shouldn't have been there at that point in time if there was a MIDA there, or maybe I should have taken a few more seconds to place my grenade a little bit more accurately. So basically, there's this big difference. Fixed mindset, it's not my fault, basically. And growth mindset, yeah, I can do better at that. It's kind of like giving up your pride. Yeah, that is my fault, and I can do better at that in the future. Now, I'm not perfect at this, obviously. I still fall prey to that self-destructive way of thinking sometimes. It's just natural. But it's something that doesn't even require you to be good at the game in the first place, which is why it's the first video in this series on how to get better at the Crucible, because it's the gateway into all these other things. It's the beginning of everything in terms of growth. Your mindset will teach you to reach new heights in terms of your effectiveness in the Crucible. And honestly, it's a choice. When I made the conscious decision to learn from each mistake that I made, to be conscious of my salt levels, that's when I began to see real improvement in my game. I noticed that I was playing at too high sensitivity for me, and so I lowered it down to like 4, and that fixed a lot of my problems. I noticed that I was getting distracted in trials. Basically I was running off, getting special ammo way too much, and so I just made it a point to myself, a conscious decision not to do that anymore. You have to look for where you went wrong. That is the core of a growth mindset. And you got to internalize it. You got to make it a point. You gotta make it like a tangible thing. It's gotta be like, I have stated to myself that I'm going to stop the salt and look for how I can do better. And this is the surefire way to improve. This, if nothing else from this entire video series that I'm about to do, it's just, you have to, accept that you might not be as good as someone else, and you have to see where you're doing things wrong, and you have to basically admit, give up your pride, and find what you can do better, and then do it. And honestly, this is the base for the entire series of this video, Noob's Journeys. It's basically just, it's growth mindset. It's the things that I found that helped me. So, if you try to sustain this growth mindset, that's the first step, the entryway into the journey of the noob. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Montage should be up soon, so hopefully you guys will look forward to that and hopefully watch it, share it with your friends. If you like the video, like it, drop a sub, leave a comment, feedback in the comment section of the video or the Bungie.net post. And that's it for me, guys. Xeno out.